कैसे हो देवांजन?
यस सर।
क्लासेस समझ में आ रहे क्या आपको? जो क्लास में बता रहे हो वो समझ में आ रहे क्या?
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था।
हाँ बताए। मतलब शेयर करना चाहते क्वेश्चन?
वो जो इवेंट रूट आप बोला ना, वो इवेंट रूट क्या है?
इवेंट रूट मतलब 2 and 2
इवेंट रूट
ऐसा? ये इवेंट रूट की बात कर रहे हैं, मतलब स्क्वायर रूट, फोर्थ रूट, यही है ना इवेंट रूट? हाँ देवांजन,
सर।
यही पूछ रहे हैं क्या?
हाँ हाँ।
हाँ तो क्या डाउट है बताया। एग्जैक्ट डाउट क्या है आपका?
सेट का कोई वीडियो देखना थोड़ा बाकी है, तो वीडियो देखकर आपको एग्जाम दे दो।
ठीक है ठीक है, मेल भी कर सकते हैं डाउट, जो भी डाउट है मेल करो, ठीक है। मेरा ईमेल आईडी है आपके पास?
यस।
हाँ ठीक है, आप फोटो खींच के या लिख के जरूरत है व्हाट्सएप में भी मेरे को, पुष्कर सर को व्हाट्सएप में डाल दीजिए, ठीक है।
ओके सर।
ओके ठीक है, सो टुडे विल कंटिन्यू विथ आवर डिस्कशन। Solving inequalities. So we'll start with a small question, okay? मैं क्वेश्चन देता हूँ, आप लोग ट्राई करो। Find the domain of under root 2 2 2 1 2 3 एक सेकंड, let me just take 1 2 3, अच्छा ठीक है। Find the domain of this, ट्राई कीजिए क्वेश्चन। एक क्वेश्चन, एक सेकंड, जस्ट ये चेंज कर रहा हूँ, इंस्टेड ऑफ टू मेक दिस 9 कर सकते हैं, 9 9, ठीक है 9। अभी ट्राई कीजिए, 9 माइनस अंडर रूट 9 माइनस अंडर रूट 9 माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर, इसका डोमेन फाइंड कीजिए। एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड क्वेश्चन?
यस।
Okay, time up. किसका आंसर है? Anyone? Right. What is the first step? Whatever is inside eventh root should always be positive. इसका मतलब क्या? जो अंदर का चीज है 9 minus x square. This is inside square root, so this should be greater than or equal to 0. ठीक है? इसका मतलब है I am taking this to the other side. What is going to happen? 9 minus under root 9 minus x square. साइन ऐसे हो जाएगा. ठीक है? Now my question is, can I square? Can I square on both sides? Is it allowed? Can I square on both sides? Is it allowed to square on both sides? Yes or no?
Yes sir, स्क्वायर तो करना.
Why? Reason क्या?
राइट साइड 81 होगा और ये तो स्क्वायर उठ जाएगा ना.
हाँ ठीक है, होगा वो तो ठीक है. क्यों? Because in the first class I told, see, squaring basically means multiplying. You can multiply two equations provided that they are both positive. This is always positive. Remember, square root means it is something positive. And here you have, for example, square root of 3 square is equal to 3. Square root of x square is equal to, what is square root of x square?
Sir, x.
Huh?
x
No,
Plus minus x.
Plus minus x is also not the correct answer. Shrijita can tell.
Sir, I was telling that only.
Sir, I think, sir, sorry, sir, mod x.
Mod x, very good. So irrespective of whether x is positive or negative, the answer should be positive. So ये बहुत important point है. बहुत सारे बच्चे यहाँ गलती करते हैं. Under root of x square is actually mod x. ठीक है? Please remember this important point. ठीक है? What is the reason? Reason is square root हमेशा positive होना चाहिए. We know that under root मतलब square root we know is half. So we know that this power to half ये दोनों cancel होके x होगा. But this is not the full explanation. Full explanation is square root of anything should be greater than 0. This is always greater than 0 of any number. So let us say x is negative, then we cannot say answer is negative ना. ठीक है देवांजन, मान लीजिए -3 का होल स्क्वायर. Can I say it is equal to -3? Huh? Can I say this -3 whole square, under root -3 whole square is equal to -3? We cannot say ना. Square root has to be positive. Yeah, so negative हो ही नहीं सकते. Therefore, here you know it is -3, so you can write answer it is equal to +3. But let us say some x square is there. यहाँ आपको पता नहीं x positive है या negative है. So that's why you simply write as mod x. Okay? Everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Important point है. आगे आगे बहुत use करेंगे this point, right? Okay, so then one second, just one. So now after squaring on both sides, what will happen? Because this is positive and this is also positive, squaring is allowed. So इसका आंसर क्या है? This is the question. The बीच में question. Answer is yes. As both sides are positive. As both sides are positive. Therefore, we can square. Okay. So now on squaring on both sides, what do we get? This side will get 9 minus under root 9 minus x square. Inequality remains same, and here you'll get 81. Okay. Further, minus 9x square will be less than 72. Okay. Now see, I'm going to get rid of this. In other words, see, when is this valid? This is always valid, na? This is some negative number, very important. Can I say that this is always positive? Under root something is always positive. Everyone is understanding?
Yes, sir.
So minus of this is always negative. This is okay?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Okay. So if minus of this is always negative, then if something is negative, definitely it will be lesser than 72.
Yes, sir.
So from here, we can say this is always true. This is always true. This is always true, provided what? 9 minus x square exists. मतलब under root 9 minus x square should exist. Exists. When does this exist? I.e., when 9 minus x square is itself positive. है ना? This is okay.
Yes, sir.
This cannot be negative. Now under square root you are not supposed to have negative. Remember?
Yes, sir.
So then we go to the last class. We discussed that this implies 3 minus x into 3 plus x. 3 minus x into 3 plus x is positive. Or I'm multiplying with minus on both sides. X minus 3 into 3 plus x I can always write as x plus 3 is less than 0. This is okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what is the condition for this? We discussed the last time. This implies x belongs to minus 3 to plus. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Done.
So now I'll just write down a few important points. You can all note it down. Or should we do one more question? You want to do one more question or should we go to theory?
सर लास्ट पेज दिखा दीजिए ना एक बार.
Sir, one more question.
Okay, we'll do one more question.
हाँ सर हो गया.
ठीक है? Right. Okay, we'll do one more final question and then we'll go back to revisit the theory. Next question. Achha, all of you revise quadratic equations. Na, I told you guys to revise basic quadratic equations. I hope you revised. I'll try to solve this question. Solve. This is a solve type of question. Solve means you understand solve. You have to find what are the values of x for which this is true. Solve x greater than under root 12 minus x.
x लेस देन 12 होगा.
क्या क्या? Yes, Debanjan is saying x less than 12.
हाँ हाँ.
Okay, let us see. Debanjan is saying. Others? Put it. Any other answers? चलो टाइम अप. Solution.
Sir, -3 to 4.
Vishal is saying -3 to 4. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anushrita is telling how much? 12 to infinity. Acha, she's writing 12 to minus infinity. Very interesting. Her answer is like this.
Sir, one change in the answer.
Yes.
-4 to 3.
Sir,
Ah.
sir, I got it as minus infinity, comma 12 close bracket.
Okay. Same thing, but she wrote it in some other way. Fine. Actually, Anushrita is also supposed to write like this, okay? Because minus infinity should come first. This is the right way of writing this inequality. This is not the right answer. All the answers are wrong till now. Any other answers? Okay. So this is a little tricky question. Solution is how to start. See, x is greater than 12 minus x. Now, first and foremost clue we have is on one side of the inequality you have square root. And what do we know about square root?
So they are always positive.
Sir, they are always positive.
It is always positive. Very good. Actually, you can increase your volume, Srijita. Your volume is very less.
Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
Yeah, better. So since we know that this is always positive, if this is positive and I'm saying x is greater than this quantity, can I say x is always positive? Does everyone understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
X is greater than something positive, very important. That means x itself is positive. Okay? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And next thing is for under root 12 minus x to exist implies this is the first point. I'll just mark the points. This is the first point. Now we're coming to the second point. Second point is for this to exist, what should happen? 12 minus x should be greater than or equal to 0. Is this point okay? This is fine. That means x should be lesser than or equal to 12. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this point, some of you have done till here. Like Debanjan yahan tak kiya, and I think Pawan Sathik also, you guys came close to this. But then x is positive, you did not consider that. Okay. So this is our second part, that x is always lesser than or equal. But then that is not the complete question. Complete question is when does this entire equality hold true? So that constitutes, मतलब इससे third part of the question में आएंगे. What is the third part of the question? When this actually holds true. Still Vishal is still telling -2 to 5. See, x is positive, then why are still telling -2?
Sir, it can be close bracket 0, 12.
No, that is also wrong. See, because you guys are not thinking about the third part. Third part is actually solving this inequality. If x is greater than 12 minus x, okay, we have many answers. -2 to 5 is wrong, 0 to 12 is also wrong. See, last part is if x is greater than under root 12 minus 6, can I say this is positive and this is also positive? Okay. And if both
Yes,
of them are positive, thus, as both are positive, we can square on both sides.
Square them. Yes, sir. You can square on both
So
sides.
on squaring, we actually get a quadratic equation, which is x square should be greater than 12 minus x. Okay.
So we have to solve it.
Yeah. So this is why I asked you to revise quadratic, because you should know how to factorize this. This becomes
Sridhar Acharya's formula.
Sridhar Acharya. Yeah, at least you should know how to factorize. So x square plus x minus 12 should be greater than 0. Okay. So when does this hold true? For that you should know how to factorize this. How to factorize this? Can someone tell me?
Sir, can I say?
Yes, please.
Sir, x square plus 4 minus 3 into x minus 12.
Yeah. So this is the answer. This is okay?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Everyone is
Yes.
okay? This can be factored.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What does this mean? We learned in last class.
So x is either equals to 4 or 3. Minus 4 or 3.
R minus close bracket minus 4. We learned this in the last class.
Yes, sir.
X belongs to R minus -4 to 3. Or in other words, we can say x belongs to minus infinite to
Infinity, comma, infinity. Yes.
union. ठीक है? Okay. Anyone has any doubt till now? Anyone has any doubt till now?
Sir.
Okay. So what is the answer? I told last time how to find answer when you have multiple cases. Answer will be the intersection of all the domains. Domain in the first part, domain in second part, and domain in the third part. If you join all this, you'll get the answers. So what is the first part? First part is telling x belongs to 0 to infinity. ये first part है ना, x greater than 0 means x belongs to 0 to infinity. What is the second part? X belongs to minus infinity to
T, comma, 12.
close bracket. What is the third one? X belongs to minus infinity minus 4 union 3 to infinity. Okay. So now we want the intersection of these three. So first of all, from here you know it is positive, and from here you know it should be lesser than 12. Okay. So if it should always be positive, can I just cancel out this part, because this is fully negative now? Is that okay? Because if x is always positive, then can I simply cancel out this part?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Therefore,
is the answer 3, comma, infinity? Sorry, 3, comma, 12.
yes, it is not 3 comma infinity, but it will be
3, comma, 12.
Therefore, x belongs to, it should be lesser than 12, it should be greater than 3. So answer will be 3 to. Okay. So you guys can check for any value between 3 and 12, this will be true. For example, put 1. What is happening? If you put 1, what will happen? 1 and on the right hand side you have root 11. Which is greater?
Sir,
Root 11.
Root 11.
Yeah. If you put 2, here you have 2 and here you have root 10. Which is greater?
sir,
Root 10.
Root 10.
If you put 3, here you'll get 3 and here what will you get?
Sir, 9 or 3.
3.
Plus minus 3.
So now tell me,
No.
does 3 satisfy the inequality? Very important. Does 3 satisfy the inequality? Yes or
Yes,
no?
No, sir.
No. Very good. Why? Because inequality does not have equal to sign. If it had equal to sign, then this is a solution. But here it is strictly greater. So even this is not a solution. Okay. And every number which is coming after 3, that will satisfy. Even 3.1. Let us consider 3.1. Here you have 3.1. And on the right hand side, you'll have under root 8.9. Which is greater?
3.1.
3.1.
Sir,
So
3.1.
for every value after 3, this inequality will hold true. And after 12, up till 12, it is fine. When you put 12, what is happening?
Sir, no real roots.
No, why not? Here you have 12. And on the right hand side, you have?
0.
Huh?
0.
0. Good. So still here, everything is fine. But after 12, this does not hold true.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we
After
can,
12.
yeah. So after 12, we don't check for any values. Is everyone able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope things are not becoming too complicated. See, I know it is little painstaking, but what to do? I'm teaching all these things to class 12 students because they have not studied this before. So I thought better I teach it right now. So even though this is not officially a chapter or something, you are going to use this very extensively in trigonometry, trigonometric equations. We're going to use this in quadratic equations, and we're going to use this a lot in calculus. Calculus is full of inequalities. This is very, very important. This will be used for all competitive exams. This you're going to use in physics, because in physics you use a lot of calculus, so on and so forth. Okay, so you should have a good understanding of all these inequalities. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Now before I go ahead, I'll just give a small recap of whatever I taught till now. Okay, just the important part. I cannot revise everything again, but I'll just give a small recap. Okay, I hope it will help. Recap of important points. First point, if x minus a into x minus b is less than 0. Okay, what does this imply? This implies x belongs to
Sir, x belongs to r minus a comma b.
A comma B.
who Srijata? Yes, Srijata, tell me.
Sir, R minus A comma
A
B.
comma b.
No. Answer is just a comma. Provided a is smaller than b.
So why are we not writing R minus A comma B?
because that's the wrong answer.
That is when
Yeah.
this,
No,
the
sir.
equation is greater than 0 or positive.
Here it is this. Okay.
Yes, I understood.
What more? Okay. What does this mean? Can someone tell? X will belong to? Use this and try to tell me the answer.
Sir, x belongs to minus a comma plus a.
Okay, close or open? Close bracket or open bracket?
Sir,
Close.
sir, close.
Equal to sign, na? Equal to sign is that, so it is.
Yes, close.
This one?
X belongs to R minus close bracket minus a comma plus a.
R minus
Open bracket. See, because close bracket is included in the answer. So when you're subtracting, you cannot subtract a and minus a. Na? Very important point. See, if you want to have closed bracket in answer, then you cannot subtract, na? Devanjan.
हाँ सर.
See, I'll tell you what you said. आपका आंसर क्या? आपका आंसर है r minus close bracket minus a2 plus a. ये आपका आंसर था.
हाँ हाँ.
तो आपका आंसर में a है क्या? इसमें a है या नहीं है? इस
ये
इंटरवल
तो है.
हाँ,
ये तो है.
इस इंटरवल में a एग्जिस्ट कर रही है नहीं कर रहे हैं? माइनस ना आप
नहीं. हाँ हाँ नहीं नहीं.
हाँ, आप निकाल दिया ना a को, है ना? मतलब कि आप a और माइनस a को निकाल रहे हैं ना सॉल्यूशन से, है ना?
हाँ सर समझ.
लेकिन a तो होना चाहिए ना, बिकॉज जब x a होगा तब इक्वल टू साइन तो सेटिस्फाई हो रहा है, तो a भी एक सॉल्यूशन है, तो इसलिए ये गलत है. हम a को निकालना नहीं चाहिए, a को रखना चाहिए, तो इसीलिए वी आर नॉट पुटिंग माइनस, सॉरी क्लोज ब्रैकेट. ठीक है. Okay. Then fifth point. Yeah, this is also important. X greater than something positive, let us say. Let us say x is greater than 2. This implies 1 by x is lesser than 1 by 2. Okay. So this cross multiplication I told in the first class, it is allowed when x is positive. Okay. But see from here, if x is greater than 2, that means x is also greater than 0. That means 1 by x is always greater than 0. Are you guys understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
So in completely, this is very important because ये हम बार-बार फिर calculus में use करेंगे. If x is greater than 2, I can write the same thing as 0 lesser than 1 by x lesser than 1 by 2. From here you are getting this part. Okay. And from this analysis you are getting this part. Okay. So ultimately the property is if x greater than a, where a is positive, that implies 0 less than 1 by x less than 1 by. This is a property. Okay. Everyone's clear?
Sir, I think you wrote the opposite.
Where?
Sir, you have written if x is greater than a, and here you have written 0 is 0 less than 1 by x less than 1 by a. It should be 0 less than 1 by a plus less than 1 by x.
No. See, if x is greater than a, see, x.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understood.
Implies if a is positive, then x by a is greater than 1. Then 1 by a is greater than 1 by x, which is same as saying 1 by x is less than 1 by a.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That is what you wrote. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Similarly, you can write one more point. Next point, I'll show you one more example. let us say if x is less than -4. Okay, so if x is less than -4, that means definitely x is negative, isn't it? If it
negative.
less than -4, it is. So if I yeah, you should deal very carefully actually. Okay, first time I'm dividing with -4 on both sides. So x by -4 will be greater than 1. ये step ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Now second step, I'm dividing with x on both sides. So -1 by 4, 1 by x. Will the inequality change or will it remain the same?
Change.
Change.
Sir,
Very
it
good.
will.
Why it is changing? Because x is
Negative.
x is
Negative.
very good. So from here we can tell if x is less than -4, that means 1 by x is greater than -1 by 4. But if x is negative, then 1 by x is also negative. So can I say that? Can I say this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can write the formula in this way. If x is lesser than -a, where a is positive again. Of course, see, only if a is positive, then -a is negative. Na? You guys are understanding?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Then -1 by a will be less than 1 by x will be less than 0. ठीक है? Okay, everyone is okay till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these 6 points you remember, these 6 points we use very frequently in inequalities. You already saw, we use this many times, okay? So what you do, you try to remember, but don't just remember. Ratta nahi maanna. You have to logically understand these inequalities. And to understand these inequalities, even if you're 5th class student, you can understand. But you should have little patience. Then even if you're in 5th class, you can clearly understand what is the reason. Why x minus a into x minus b less than 0 implies x belongs to a to b. Just put some numbers and you can experiment yourself. Sit at home and do it. X minus 1 into x minus 10. When is this negative? Okay, let me put x is equal to 5. This is becoming 5 minus 1 into 5 minus 10. This is positive, this is negative. So overall it is negative. So for all values between 1 and 10, this inequality will turn out to be negative. And for all the other values, it will be positive. So like that, you guys just go through all these inequalities yourself and try to understand it properly. And remember them very nicely, because these are some of the inequalities we are going to use very, very frequently in science, maths, physics, chemistry. Okay? All right. Now, there is one more reason why I asked all of you to revise quadratic equations, because now quadratic equations will give you a better understanding of inequalities. But since quadratic equation is a little high school topic, and all of you are also from different standards, so I'll just keep it I'll keep the discussion to a very basic level. Okay? I'll keep it very simple. Okay. So let us say we have a quadratic equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. So maybe I'll say this is 0.7. This is a 7 point. Let us say you have a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. So if you say that this quadratic equation is less than 0, that implies x belongs to the interval alpha comma beta, where where alpha and beta are the roots. Okay. And the converse is also true. What is the converse? If x belongs to alpha to beta, then ax square plus bx plus c will be less than. Acha, very important condition. Here you have to write a is positive. Just write this. This is very important. Okay. Just mention this point. This point has the importance. I'll tell you the importance in a while. Next, if ax square plus bx plus c is, let us say, is greater than 0, this implies x will belong to. Can you guys tell me?
Sir, r minus alpha comma beta, where alpha and beta are the roots.
What bracket?
Sir, open.
No, closed.
Sorry,
Because
close.
here you don't
This
have
one.
inequality. You don't
Yes,
have
sir.
equality.
We don't. Close.
Okay. Where alpha beta are there. Okay, so now I'll just explain this. All of you, I know many of you are very new to quadratic equations. New in the sense, see, all of you know Sridharacharya formula, all of you know factorization, but you don't know what a quadratic equation looks like. Okay, so today I'm going to show you quadratic equation. I'll show you the different graphs of quadratic equation. If a is greater than 0, that implies the quadratic equation is concave upwards. Curve. You can say that the curve is concave upwards. If this is less than 0, this means the curve is concave downwards. Okay. And what do you mean by curve? Which curve? Actually, quadratic equation, I don't know how many of you know, quadratic equation or quadratic expression takes the shape of a parabola. Takes the shape of a parabola. So we'll discuss parabola also in your higher classes. Parabola. Does anyone know what is a parabola? Parabola.
Sir, I know how it is.
So some of you might be playing cricket. I don't know. Most of you, any of you play cricket? No, no one
Yes,
plays
sir.
cricket.
Yes, sir.
So when you play cricket, let us say a fielder is throwing a ball. You guys play high catches. I used to play a lot of high catches in my childhood. You know high catches, we throw the ball
It's a
up.
half circle shape, parabola.
Half circle is a...
Not circle completely, but half
parabolic.
curved, like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, if you guys have the habit of playing high catches, we used to play this a lot. You catch the ball and you throw it up in the air. Upper, you throw it as high as possible, remember? And then it reaches the peak somewhere. And then again the ball comes down. You remember? You guys play this?
Yes, sir.
And some fellow, if he is very studious and he does not know how to play catches, then it will fall on his head. This has happened.
Yes, I saw this happened.
So anyway, this shape is called parabola. I have a mathematical explanation for this, but at this stage you will not understand. You can explain this from kinematics. All of you learn kinematics. S equal to ut plus half at square. You know this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So actually, if you consider this in terms of, if you just write this equation in a different form, you'll find that it is a second degree homogeneous curve representing a parabola. Anyway, we are not going into that because all of you don't know these things. So you can prove that the shape is a parabola, and this is what a quadratic equation looks like. A quadratic equation curve, it will look either this way, this way, this way, so on and so forth. And this topmost point is called as a vertex. You must have heard this word, vertex. Okay. Okay. So this is the shape of a parabola. Quadratic equation always takes this shape. Okay. Now, what are we speaking in this point? What are these two strange points? Kahan se aa gaya yahan? So as of now, this is generally taught mathematical. I can prove it using calculus, but since all of you are new to
So
calculus,
can you go back to the page once?
yeah. Since all of you are new to calculus, let us try to understand this by using a very simple example. Okay. So let us, I'll tell you a quadratic equation. You guys tell me what is the root. X square minus 2x plus 1. What are the roots of this? Wow.
Sir, 1, 1.
Yeah, 1. It has a single repeating root. पता है ना? अरे सब बोल्ड हो गए क्या यहाँ? ये x minus 1 whole square होता है. Not aware?
Yes.
Sir.
Okay. I think all of you are stuck here. All of you are still thinking about cricket, I think. Come back to the class. All right. So I'll give you a few examples. I hope you guys copy. Who was asking? Srijita, Anushrita, someone is asking. Copy.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. So let us say I'll show you two different curves. Y equal to x square minus 4x plus 3. And y equal to, let us say y1. And y2 is equal to minus x square plus 4x minus 3. What are the roots over here? And what are the roots over here? What are the roots of this?
Sir,
minus 3 and 3.
Minus 3 and 3 is the wrong answer. See, if the
3, 1.
see, Vishal, if the product is positive and the sum is also positive, how can one root be negative? है ना? Here the sum is positive and the product is positive of the roots. है ना, Vishal?
Yes, sir.
So both roots have to be positive. So answer will be 1, 3. And here also you have the same thing because both of these are the same equations. But minus, you multiply y1 with minus and you'll get this equation. Is this okay? Everyone understood this?
Yes, sir. Sir, we have to only multiply one equation with minus 1. Sorry.
Yeah. y2 is equal to minus y1. Okay? Now I'm going to show this graphically what it's going to look like. I told it's a parabola. Na? This parabola, can you tell me where will it cut x-axis? Where will this parabola cut x-axis? Wherever it cuts x-axis, there y will be equal to 0. So when will this be equal to 0? You can use common sense or factor theorem, reminder theorem, whatever you want. For what values of x it will be 0? Because when this is 0 only, then it will cut the x-axis. Y will be 0.
1 and 3.
1 and 3. So y1, I'm plotting y1 first. So this is the curve which will look like this. This is y1. Okay? And then I'm plotting y2. So y2 is going to look like this. Your white. This is your white. ठीक है? Everyone understood? Of course, there's nothing to understand because all of you are very new to all these graphs. This is a very nice topic. Maybe in future I'll teach you how to plot graphs, everything. But these are the two curves, okay? Anyway, our purpose is to solve inequations. So we want to understand when this particular inequation is positive, when it is negative. So can I say this is positive whenever y is positive? Whenever y1 is positive, can I say this entire thing is positive? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when is this positive? If you observe carefully, this is 1 and this is 3. So you see for all values before 1, y is positive. These are all positive y. Na? All of you, at least this much you know that, all of you know this graph, na? What is y-axis, x-axis? All
Yes,
of you aware? I hope everyone knows this is positive y, this is negative y, positive x, negative x. ये तो पता है ना सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you see when is y positive? Y is positive over here and over here. For all these values, y is positive. What are these values? These values are the values before 1 and these are the values after 3. So can I say before 1 and after 3, y is always positive? So from graph of y1, from graph of y1, okay, as a is positive. What do you mean by a? A is the coefficient of x square. What is the coefficient of x square? 1. So here it is positive. So where is this quadratic expression positive? X square minus 4x plus 3 is positive, implies x belongs to minus infinite to 1, union 3 to infinite, which is the same as x belongs to r minus 1 to 3. This is okay?
Yes, sir.
This is the first one. And second point is x square minus 4x plus 3. When is it negative? This is very simple. For all the values in between, it is negative. These are all negative y. Okay. So this is negative for x belongs to 1 to 3. This is okay?
Yes, sir.
I know all of you are very new to this, but this is a graphical understanding. But what I want to teach you over here is, this is all the effect of A. Why? Because when A is negative, the answer becomes the opposite. In the case of y2, this curve y2, what is happening in case of y2? Exact opposite thing is happening. When is y2 positive? See, for y2, what is
y2 is positive only when x belongs to
1 comma
close bracket.
So here y2 is positive. Open, because we are not including 0. We're not including 0 na, Pawan. So you cannot have closed na. And see, Pawan, if you're writing closed 1, that means 1 is part of the answer. But if you put 1, what will you get? You'll get 0 na.
Yes.
But y2 is not supposed to be 0. It should be greater than 0. Anna?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, y2 is negative in x belongs to r minus 1. Okay. So that is the effect of A. I did all this just to show you the effect of A, because over here I wrote that point na? If A is positive, here this point. Okay, now did you understand why I wrote this point? Because this condition to hold true only when A is positive. If A is negative, then you guys have to interchange the inequality. Now, even mathematically, you can understand this. How do you understand mathematically? Let us say a particular quadratic equation is having a negative a. Okay. Let us say it is some minus 2x square plus 4x something something is greater than 0. Plus 3 is greater than 0. Then simply you can multiply with minus sign on both sides. So this becomes 2x square minus 4x minus 3 is less than 0. So अपने आप वो inequality change हो गया. Then anyway you'll get the same answer. You guys understand? See,
Yes, sir.
can I say this implies the other thing? Can I say this implies this? Because wherever this is positive, this is negative. Here, this interval, you're able to see. This is positive wherever this is negative. Are you guys able to catch, or is it too much?
Oh, sir, it's okay.
Okay. Other students, is it becoming too much?
No, sir, it's okay.
No, sir.
Okay. You can let me know if it's too much, because see, I teach higher classes, na? So naturally I want to teach more and more. But if you're feeling, sir, itna kyun pada raha hai, then you just let me know. Right. Chale, so we'll go ahead. Okay. So this
Yes,
is
sir.
this is the discussion about the quadratic part. Now see, if this knowledge is there, then you guys can answer very quickly. That is what I want. So now I'll give a question. Find or solve. Solve. I'll give 3 questions. Okay. X square minus x plus 6 greater than or equal to 0. X square minus 2x minus 2x or minus 3x plus 2 less than x square minus x. Solve these 3 questions.
Can I tell the first answer?
Mm-hmm.
Sir, or shall I text it?
No, tell. These are very easy questions. Now, what is first answer?
Sir, x belongs to r minus open bracket 2, 3.
Yeah, very good. Open bracket. Because 2 and 3 have to be included because you have equal. Very good.
Because it is equal to.
Next.
Sir, x belongs to
Okay, wait. Let someone else answer. Anyone else? Other students? No one? Okay, go ahead.
sir,
Can I speak?
Who?
Devanjan, sir.
Yes, please.
It belongs to 1, 2.
Open or closed?
Open bracket, sir.
Very good, very good. 1 count. Good. Next, third one. Tell me the answer. Don't give me any explanation. If you get the answer, tell me. Oh, my video.
Sir, x plus omega into x plus omega square.
No. You cannot tell all that.
Sir, you gave this last class.
I gave it, but see, when omega is not a real number, then you cannot speak in terms of omega.
Sir, omega is not a real number.
Omega is not a real number. No? It is a complex number. What is omega? Omega is equal to -1 plus minus I. So when you're writing I, it means it is a complex number. So you cannot have, you are solving for real numbers. No? So you cannot solve. Unless you're dealing with complex number topic, you cannot tell complex answers. Okay. I told it that class because that girl asked the doubt, or else generally we don't teach complex numbers in a lower classes.
Sir, no real roots possible?
No real roots. What is the answer? When is the inequality true? Huh? Yes. Others has some answer. Okay. So that's what.
When x belongs to 1 comma infinity.
Acha. Why not 0? You put 0. What is happening? 0 minus 0 plus 0 is also satisfying. है ना?
Yes, sir.
That's what makes this question important. So should I tell the answer?
X belongs to minus infinity to infinity. Open bracket.
Good, very good. Correct answer. Minus in why? What is the reason?
Infinity minus होगा तो greater than 0 होगा ना?
Infinity minus होगा तो
जो x स्क्वायर है वो तो पॉजिटिव वैल्यू होगा और माइनस x के प्लस हो जाएगा ना. माइनस इंफिनिटी माइनस तो माइनस इंफिनिटी to plus infinity.
Yes,
और
the
1
square of any value is not negative. That's why. So because square of any negative value or positive value is always positive. That's why.
That is okay, but why is this answer coming over here? Why the same answer did not come here? Why are you telling the answer over here?
Sir, because here all the numbers are satisfying the quadratic equation.
You are telling the answer. I am asking how and why. I know it is satisfying. That's why it is the answer. Okay. So this question let us discuss. So this question I'm telling first itself. This question you'll understand only if you have basic idea of quadratic equation, which is why I told you guys to revise. So for this particular quadratic equation, the discriminant is less than 0. This is first step. Does everyone understand? Everyone agrees? What is discriminant? Devanjan? Discriminant पता है quadratic equation का?
Sir, can I tell?
नहीं.
Oh, you don't know.
Sir, b square minus 4ac is called the discriminant.
Yeah. For any quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, the discriminant is b square minus 4ac. Okay, this is known as a discriminant, b square minus 4ac. अगर ये नेगेटिव होगा तो रूट्स नहीं होगा. Okay, implies no real roots. Now you guys tell me, if a is positive, second one here, a is positive, what does this mean? What will the curve look like? Will it be concave upwards or downwards?
Sir, concave
Concave upward.
Concave upwards. So the graph will look like, what will the graph look like? Where will it cut the x-axis? Huh? Where will it, for what value will it cut the x-axis? No idea. Will it cut the x-axis for any value of x? कभी cut होगा? अगर roots नहीं है, तो how can it cut the x-axis? Isn't it? You guys are understanding?
Yes, sir.
If it doesn't have any real roots, then how can it cut the x-axis? Because wherever it is cutting x-axis, there it has roots. So this will look like this. So this curve is always lying above x-axis. When A is positive and D is negative, that means the quadratic equation is completely lying above the x-axis. Is everyone understanding this?
Yes, sir.
If A is positive, that implies it is concave upwards. If D is negative, that means it will not cut the x-axis anywhere. Acha, by the way, if D is equal to 0, then what will happen?
Sir, it will have the roots are repeated.
The curve will not cut the x-axis, but the curve will touch the x-axis. Touch. You understand? Touch. It's not cut. It's not intersecting. It will just touch the axis. So if D is less than 0, then it will not touch. It has nothing to do with x-axis. It is completely divorced with x-axis. Okay. Everyone is understanding this condition?
Yes, sir.
Similarly,
Yes, sir.
I'll show one more graph. I hope you have noted this, or maybe I'll write on the other side. Let us say some graph looks like this. Are you guys understanding? It is concave downwards and it is not cutting the x-axis. Under what conditions will this happen?
Sir, when A is
less than 0.
and discriminant is also less than 0.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay, I'll make it little more tricky. I'm sorry, my diagram is not very good. When will the graph look like this?
Sir, just touch. Sir, when A is less than 0 and D is equals to 0, that is discriminant is equals to 0.
Okay. And last one is, when will the graph look like this?
Sir, when A is greater than 0 and discriminant is also greater than 0.
Discriminant is greater. Okay. So there are the other cases also, but I hope this will help. So now, coming to this question, which case are we talking about? The case where A is, what is happening to A and D here?
Sir, A is
greater than 0 and D
is less than 0. Sir, the red case, sir, the case which you drew with red color.
Yeah. Red case. The answer is a red case. Okay. So red case, for what values of x is the curve positive? Is y positive? For all values, you take any value, you put any value you want, you'll see that the value of y is always positive. For any value of x, the value of y is positive. Therefore, the answer is x belongs to all real numbers. Okay? Okay? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll come to the other thing which we wanted to discuss. I had 2-3 things to discuss. There is wavy curve method and then there is mod function. I think better I'll discuss mod function. Yeah, that is more relevant. Or maybe we'll just do questions. That is better, no? Instead of learning more and more. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, I have a good question. Okay, done. Can you go to the next page?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next question. Solve under next. ऐसे लिखते हैं. Find the under okay, try this.
Sir, it is greater or less than 0?
No greater than. I did not say solve. I said find the domain. What do you mean by domain? What are the permissible? Okay. Huh?
Can you repeat what you said?
Yes. I'm sorry. Can you repeat? Others? Do you say something, Adarsh? What is the meaning of domain? Oh, acha. Today is the first time. Fine.
Can I say?
Answer or meaning of domain? Huh?
Answer is x belongs to r minus open bracket close bracket 1, 2 close.
Wrong. But you're very close. Try again, okay? See, the answer you told is x belongs to r minus close bracket 1 to 2. Okay. Okay. Just think. Chota galti hai. Okay. See, domain is. It is the permissible values.
Sir, x belongs to r minus open bracket 1, 2.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, answer is x belongs to r minus. See, I'm speaking this for others and for others also who have the same doubt. What do you mean by domain? Domain means it is the permissible values of x. What are the permissible values of x for a function? For example, under root x. Find the domain of this. Others, you tell me, can I put any value of x? If I tell y equal to root x, can x take any value? Huh?
No sir. No sir.
Why not?
रूट का अंदर ये माइनस होगा तो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर हो जाएगा ना।
हाँ, तो पॉजिटिव चीज होना चाहिए, हेंस x शुड ओनली बी ग्रेटर देन 0। ठीक है, समझ गया ना? सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल, y इक्वल टू अंडर रूट 10 माइनस 6, तो अभी क्या होना चाहिए? 10 माइनस 6 नॉन नेगेटिव होना चाहिए। इसका मतलब x शुड बी लेस देन 10 और x बिलोंग्स टू माइनस इन्फिनिटी
Plus infinity comma 10.
माइनस इन्फिनिटी। ठीक है आदर्श? थर्ड एग्जाम्पल, y इक्वल टू लॉग 2 plus 6. Now in log also we know log cannot be anything. Log should also यहाँ हमेशा पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए, log में जीरो भी नहीं हो सकता, हमेशा पॉजिटिव ही होता है। Hence we know x plus 2 is positive. Implies x should be greater than minus 2. Hence x should belong to minus 2 10. ठीक है आदर्श? आदर्श ओके? Okay, thank you. Yeah, coming back to this question, did everyone get this answer? Is anyone having doubt?
Yes,
in
sir.
answer? किसी को कुछ डाउट है?
सर जो आप फॉर्मूला लिखा था ना,
हाँ
रिकैप ऑफ इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट,
हाँ
उसका सेकंड फॉर्मूला तो लिखा था जे x माइनस a इंटू x माइनस b ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू, तो हाँ तो यहाँ क्लोज ब्रैकेट है ना, ए बी राइट साइड पे, राइट साइड पे। हाँ
तो यहाँ क्यों ओपन ब्रैकेट आंसर है? हाँ, ये है ना आपका डाउट? ये है ना
हाँ
आपका?
हाँ
सी, यहाँ क्लोज ठीक है, लेकिन यहाँ क्लोज क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ इट इज ओनली ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू नहीं है ना? मतलब ये जीरो नहीं हो सकता, जीरो नहीं हो सकता ना, ये
हाँ
जीरो से बड़ा होना चाहिए, इसीलिए ए बी भी नहीं हो सकते, सॉरी ए बी नहीं हो सकते, इसीलिए जब x इक्वल टू ए हो जाएगा तब जीरो हो जाएगा, तो इसीलिए हम निकाल दें ए और बी को। ठीक है, इसी तरह लेकिन यहाँ इस क्वेश्चन में ये जीरो होने से कुछ दिक्कत है क्या? यहाँ जीरो भी हो सकते हैं ना, अंडर रूट जीरो तो है ना,
जीरो है, जीरो।
तो इसीलिए यहाँ वो जीरो पार्ट को इंक्लूड करने से भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। इन अदर वर्ड्स, जहां रूट है वो वैल्यूज भी हम इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं, तो इसलिए हम 1 और 2 को निकालेंगे। ठीक है, गुड। सो सेकंड क्वेश्चन, second one, okay, same, find the domain of under root y equal to under root 1 minus x square plus under root x square plus find the domain of this, find the domain, basically इसका domain चाहिए। आया किसी को?
Sir, when x belongs to r minus open bracket 1 minus 1 comma plus 1.
See, whenever you answer, you can check whether what your answer is correct or not. So according to you, 0 is not part of the answer. है ना? So according to your answer, 0 is not a solution. Isn't it? Pawn.
Sir, 0 is a solution.
Then you have removed 0. R minus you have removed 0. Isn't it? Huh? Why did you remove 0? If you put 0, what is the problem? It is 1 and this is positive.
Sir, I did not remove, sir. I did not close bracket. I told open bracket.
Open bracket to what? Between minus and 1, 0 is there, na? Huh?
Yes, sir.
If you have removed the interval, then you have
Oh, okay, yes, yes. Oh, yes, sir.
It's like you steal someone's wallet and then you tell, I didn't steal your money, I just stole your wallet. Can you say like that?
No, sir.
He'll catch you and he's about to beat you. And you tell, Arre, I did not steal, I did not take your money, I just took your wallet. All the money is inside the wallet only, na? Hai na?
Oh, yes.
Don't steal. Anyway, similarly, you cannot tell, sir, I did not remove 0, but you removed the entire interval. So you removed everything. So if you put 0, there is no problem. Under root 1 and this is under root 1, which is also valid. Right? Anyone else? The more wrong answers you give, the better you grow in life. This is what my maths sir told. Of course, you should understand where you're going wrong also. So you should give wrong answers in class. If you give wrong answer in class, you'll get right answer in exam. If you stay quiet in class, then anything in it. Chalo, time is up, so I'll just solve this quickly. So we can break this down as two functions. First function, second function. What do you want to comment about the second function? X squared plus x plus 1. What can you guys say? Others, BS Das, you guys haven't spoken much. What can you tell about this? Riju?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ठीक है. ये क्या होगा? इसका A0 से बड़ा या छोटा या डिस्क्रिमिनेंट छोटा या बड़ा 0 से? इसका डिस्क्रिमिनेंट निकाल लेते हैं आप? नहीं निकाला. यहाँ A क्या पॉजिटिव है या नेगेटिव है?
पॉजिटिव है.
हाँ.
पॉजिटिव है सर.
और
discriminant is greater than 0.
अच्छा. जो इसलिए टेलिंग ग्रेटर. रिजू आप क्या बोलते हैं? डिस्क्रिमिनेंट ग्रेटर देन 0 या लेसर देन 0?
सर ये.
हाँ.
No, sir, lesser than 0.
सब कुछ आप ही
माइनस
3
होगा.
हाँ, तो लेस देन 0 ना?
3
-3 ना? -3 या 3 रिजू?
-3 सर.
-3 लेस देन 0.
हाँ सर.
ओके, ये कौन सा केस हो गया? A is greater than 0 मतलब कॉनकेव अपवर्ड्स. D is नेगेटिव मतलब रूट्स नहीं होना चाहिए. इसका मतलब क्या? For what values of x this is positive?
Sir,
Huh?
sir, when x belongs to r.
Solution is x squared plus x plus 1. This is the case where A is greater than 0 and D is less than 0. Hence, it is positive for all x belongs to R. Okay. This is the second case. First case, 1 minus x square should be greater than or equal to 0. This is same as saying x square minus 1 square should be less than or equal to 0. And this already I wrote in the note. कौन सा note है? X square minus a square वाला note. Point number 3. तो आंसर क्या होगा? X belongs to x belongs to close minus 1 to 1. ठीक है? So what is the final answer? Final answer will be the intersection of both of this. Okay. What is the intersection of these two sets? Answer will be R intersection minus 1 2. What is the intersection? Minus 1. Okay. ठीक है?
Yes.
ठीक है then. Thank you very much. So we'll continue then next week. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you give us some for homework? Sir, can you give one question for homework? This kind
Question
of
paper.
No, sir. Yes, sir, if you can. Or one question for homework.
Oh, you want some practice problems?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This kind.
Done. So I'll send some practice problems. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right.
So
Thank you.
will you upload it in Google Classroom?
Either Google Classroom or WhatsApp group or whatever. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anyone wants to ask anything? Okay. Thank you very much.